Greetings people of the internet, Dave here. At the weekend I attempted to do a video detailing my Danny Elfman collection because having done John Williams and Jerry Goldsmith and Hans Zimmer, I was then looking to see who else was next in terms of quantity in my collection, and I think it was Elfman. Recorded a nice long video and then attempted to edit it and the files were corrupt. It was like, oh, stupid bloody machine. Anyway, so here we are doing it all again on a different machine, hence I'm downstairs. So, Elfman, my collection consists of one LP on vinyl, The Man of Bats, and one compact cassette, Edward of the Hands of Scissors. Come on, camera, you can focus on that. Perhaps it can't. And everything else is on CD. So let's run through them alphabetically, shall we? We've got a couple of Alice's. This is obviously part of Elfman's ongoing and long-running collaboration with Tim Burton and with Johnny Depp. This one, well, it's actually a Joe LaDuca score, but it's got a main theme, March of the Dead by Elfman. It's Army of Darkness. And quite an old one. What was this? 1992, 30 years ago. Article 99. Don't they look young? Ha! Then we have that Batman again, obviously on CD as well. And its follow-up, the arguably even better Batman Returns. That's a classic. What is next? What is next is another classic from the early days, Beetlejuice. Also got those two great fun songs, Jump in Line, Deo. The slightly odd Big Fish. Mind you, I suppose you could imagine a Tim Burton film not being slightly odd, but you know what I mean. This one is definitely a stone cold classic. It's a kind of must-have. You know, this is Elfman stepping outside of the familiar style that people kind of had got used to from him. Proper, lush, orchestral, symphonic, beautiful stuff. And a couple of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, so more Burton and Depp stuff, and then Charlotte's Web. A couple of Darks, Dark Man for Sam Raimi, and Dark Shadows for Tim Burton, based on the old TV series, which seems to be a thing for Americans, but I'm not sure we ever had it over here. Certainly wasn't familiar to me in the way that things like the Addams Family and the Munsters were. Then the CD version of that Edward Scissorhands score that is much reused, like by advertisers of perfumes and things on the television come Christmas time. Dick Tracy, it's a cracker. Extreme Measures, which is I think one of those, I think I may even have been working in this, no, 1996, where he was first trying to get out of the quirky, jokey, plinky plonky stereotype and do something darker, or more seriously dark rather than humorously dark. One of those scores where you're going to go, I'm glad he did that, so I've got to go and get it, but you feel a bit weird buying that in the shop. 50 Shades. Haven't seen the film, haven't read the book, don't particularly plan to. Flubber. Why did they do that? Why did they remake What's the original one called? I can't remember what the original one was called. It wasn't called Flubber. Was that Nutty Professor? I think it might have been. Frank and Weenie. More Burton. The Frighteners. Now, I saw this in the cinema, and I didn't know that Elfman had done the score for it. And if you can remember the opening credits of this film, there's lots of swooshing, whooshing, like a ghost figure swirling across the titles. And I was listening to it in the cinema thinking, gosh, somebody's doing a very good parody of Danny Elfman here. And then his name came up, music by Danny Elfman. I thought, oh, okay, no, they're not. Girl on the Train. And Goosebumps. The Grinch. These are kind of films where he's playing to his forte rather than against it. Hellboy 2, The Golden Army. I don't know whether Beltrami was unavailable for that or what. Instinct. Justice League. So he's got roped into the DC world. So I think he does include bits of Williams' Superman theme and his own Batman theme and little sort of hints of other things in there. I say I think because it's a long time since I played it. Mars Attacks, that was great fun. I loved that when it came out. Very silly film, but good fun. Why can't we all just get along? Wise words, Mr. Nicholson. Then we have Men in Black, the whole series. So that was the original songs album that just got 2 tracks of Elfman's music on it. And then that was the score album that came along. If I'd known that was going to come out, I probably wouldn't have bought that. But at the time that I bought that, I didn't know there was that. So often the way, isn't it? Similar sort of situation with Goldsmith's LA Confidential. Anyway, then there was the sequel, Men in Black 2, and Men in Black 3. It's a good film, that one, actually, number 3. Number 2 is a bit kind of... and then Men in Black International, which I can't comment on because I have not seen it, but this one was a co-authored with the marvellously named Crispy Bacon. Then there's the first of the Mish Imp movies, obviously using little elements of Schifrin's original theme, but not until quite late on, I think. There's another classic, Nightmare Before Christmas. This is the one in which you hear his singing voice because he essays the role of Jack Skellington. This is another one where it's not mainly him, it's mainly Deborah Lurie, but he's got some themes in. It's 9. Oz, the Great and Powerful. That's a Sam Raimi. It's, yeah, it's a good one, that. Back to early stuff. Pee-wee's Big Adventure. And paired with Back to School because there was enough room. The Burton, potentially a bit of a misstep perhaps. It certainly wasn't as successful as the subsequent reboot series was. Certainly plotting at the end was a bit peculiar. Real Steel, or Robot Wars the movie. Simple Plan, another one of kind of trying to move out into different styles. On the other hand, definitely within the realm of what might be known as Elfman-esque. A Sleepy Hollow. Summersby. I think it was a long time between that coming out and me actually buying it. Say, what's the date of this movie? I can't see it on here. 1993, and I think it was more like 2018 when I bought it. Yes, it was 2018, along with a Dmitry Tiomkin compilation for some reason. Yeah, Jodie Foster's good. We don't see enough of her anymore. And then the Spider-Man. So he's got lumped into the Marvel world as well. Spider-Man 1 and 2. Terminator Salvation. Fairly unnecessary sequel, I think. And then The Unknown Known, which I think I may have mentioned before when I was doing my La La Land's collection. It was going dirt cheap on their sale, so I thought, oh, I'll buy that. If it's sort of hanging around in the sales. Didn't expect it to be much cop. What did I pay for it? $6. It's actually rather good. Why would I have doubted Mr. Elfman? And finally, The Wolfman. So that's all of those for film scores. I've also got the compilation album Music for a Darkened Theatre, which has got a lot of those same things on it, but it's also got, you know, early stuff, Wisdom, Hot Trot, The Simpsons, obviously, Alfred Hitchcock Presents episode, bits and bobs. I haven't shown Scrooged. Why have I not shown Scrooged? I've definitely got Scrooged. Then the solo album Solo, which was a Varese. And then his classical pieces, which start off with Serenada Schizophrenia, which, as you might be able to see if the camera will focus on the damn thing, is John Malcheri. Does it say who the actual performers are? No, it doesn't. And then Rabbit and Rogue, which was a ballet score. Yeah, comes with a 5.1 surround sound audio DVD as well as a CD. And then the recent violin concerto, also John Malcheri. It's also got a piano quartet on it. So that is my Danny Elfman collection, and I hope this time the video saves correctly and does not say it's corrupt and not readable, because otherwise I've wasted 13 minutes of my life. See you next time, folks. Stay fresh, cheese bags.